I wish people knew how awesome the CCE is. Do I think they know that? I love the idea of thinking about the CCE as a relationship because in many ways I do think actually we are kind of connective tissue between different parts of campus. We link students together, we link faculty together, and a lot of times what happens in higher education is you live in a silo. So it's very easy to just come to your office, do your thing with your people and go home, right, and call it a day. We really try to, I think, take seriously that first part of our name, collaborative. And what I've learned in the process of trying to make that real with our colleagues here is that people really value connection. So I bring experience at multiple institutions in a professional civic engagement role to bear on the work we do together. So my role now in the office professionally is as someone who supports other staff. When you do a graduate program, it's largely an independent, very independent experience. You come up with a research question, you do tons of research. In my case as a historian, I spent many hundreds of hours in archives taking notes on very old documents. And when I talked to Jordan, as I interviewed for this position, she asked me questions that really made me think that there's something special about this place. She would say things like, what do you think it's going to be like to transition from being in such an independent space with your life as a scholar, researcher, graduate student, to working in a team context? And that really confirmed for me that this would be a good place.
Professionally, my core role is to establish a strategic vision and then prepare and work with staff to be able to meet that vision. Okay, so I was in graduate school getting my PhD in sociology, and my second year in the program decided that I really wanted to try to find a career within academia that would allow me to both talk about ideas but also to do and to inspire others to do. And I ended up getting asked to teach a community engaged learning class at UNC, which was a year-long race, class, and gender sequence, and fell in love with this field of community engagement that has a foot in practice and a foot in theory, and at that point decided this is what I wanted to do for my career. And so when I was wrapping up my dissertation, was applying really across the country to civic engagement offices and applied to Colorado College and was hired. And now I'm here.
A big part of what I do in my role is staying aware of the work that's happening in Colorado Springs and fostering, nurturing, building, and deepening relationships that we have. So it's not just one-off opportunities. It's not just kind of a revolving door of organizations, but we have organizations that we do ongoing, long-lasting work with. I'm born and raised in Pueblo, Colorado. I've been in Colorado Springs for a little bit over 3 years. Prior to CC, I've done mostly nonprofit work. I did some in Pueblo, I did some here, and was looking for something in Colorado Springs where I could feel even more connected to the community. I found this opportunity working with Colorado College, and it reminded me of my experience in college of doing community engaged work, volunteering, doing skills-based volunteering, internships, and thought that just sounds perfect. And so I still get to work within the nonprofit world, but do that here at CC, and I love it.
You could say I'm the keeper of the keys and grounds. I work with my colleagues here to make sure that they have access, the software, and anything else that they may need to do their jobs. After college, I had many different jobs in information and communications. Prior to working at the CCE, I was at the University of Denver, where I worked as a registrar assistant in their field internship office and with their professional development offerings. I moved back down here 5 years ago to be closer to family.
I just graduated in May. I was a student at CCE. I was an anthropology major during my time here and an urban studies minor. And I was really excited about the opportunity to come back. I think this work is incredibly important on a college campus. Like, my time as a community engaged scholar really helped me feel like I belonged in Colorado Springs and feel like I belong at CC. And it also gave me a lot more purpose and direction with my academic work as well. I have been through the block plan, I have been through the CC experience, and so for those reasons, I'm mostly taking on a mentoring role at the CCE with students. The CCE is the hub for all things community engagement. And then that leads to the next question: what is community engagement?
In general, I define community engagement as collaborative efforts to democratically invest in the common good.
Finding an issue or a community that is important to you and investing in it or in them.
For me, community engagement first starts with being curious and being really interested and aware of the community. And
It really is defined by a co-creative ethic. How can we together dialogue about the issues that we face in our lives, and then how can we work together purposefully to make that change happen?
Community engagement is not just something that you do elsewhere, it is who you are, and you embody it in who you are in every single situation that you have with anybody.
We don't bring power to other people. We don't even bring insight or wisdom to other people. But if we can create a space where people can together come to their own conclusions, then to me we can build durable change and produce a more just society.
From our website and our database to the ability to check out bikes and use our conference room and kitchen in the evenings or weekends, to our own little library that they can check out books from. We can help them in so many ways that most students don't know about, but we're always happy to help.
Everyone in this office is so values oriented and driven and caring and patient and smart and willing to sit with you to work out whatever you're working out. And that should not be taken for granted. I think people should come and seek out that support.
We're not just a place to get started, we're not just a place to offer like concrete resources, but we are a group of people who think day in and day out about how to do good, sustainable community work. And so this can be a place to come whenever you are feeling stuck or just need ideas or visions or to brainstorm. We are like the masters of brainstorming. We do that all the time.
Breathe deeply, be kind, and laugh often.
be open, because so many wonderful things happen when you open yourself up to it.
Take your work seriously and not yourself.
Be humble about your limitations and bold with saying what you're good at.
You will become who you are over time, and that will probably change. So be patient with yourself, be good to yourself. Cut! I think it was like...
Sweet. Thank you so much, Anthony.
All right, this was